challenges for you personally in stepping up not only in school size but in conference and everything else?
Well, it's going to be, I think every campus is different, so learning the different campuses is going to be a huge challenge for me. Learning how things get done on campus is going to be a big challenge. But you know, we have more student athletes at Niagara than we will have here, so being around is not going to be that big of a difference. You know, you're managing the right people and the right number of faces. But me personally, getting acclimated to the area and learning as much as I can about the place, so the alums and donors and fans understand that I love it just as much as they love it, that's going to be a rapid learning experience for me.
What kind of conversations have you had with Shaka so far?
I've had a lot. We had chatted yesterday morning a little bit, and people talk about, well, what are you going to have to do to keep Shaka? I think it's quite the opposite. You know, one of the people who sold me most on VCU was Shaka Smart, and he understands what a wonderful place this is. He really does, and he also understands that there's more for us to do. So, you know, Shaka's been one of the people who has certainly made me feel most comfortable coming here and how much he wants to be here.
During the process, did the issue of football ever come up?
Sure. It was one of the first questions I got asked. But, you know, we have to make sure we have all the things that we need for our current student athletes and look at our infrastructure and see what we need to do to improve what we're currently doing. But I think it's our obligation, you know, for me to have those conversations with Dr. Rao and the Board of Visitors just to make sure we're playing all the right sports to support his vision of the university as a premier research institution.
Working at a program where you didn't have football and you had to make men's basketball your prime sport, what did you learn over the past couple of years about doing that, about making that your number one money generator and focus?
Well, I do think part of it is with basketball, you have to make it very touchable. And I think that you have the opportunity here to do that. You have to make it so everyone in your community knows your student athletes and wants to be around your student athletes and coaches. You know, if you don't have that, if you don't have that sense of family and some touchability, you're not going to really do well. And we've been able to do that in Niagara, and I know that exists here. So in order to grow that a little more, we're going to, you know, do a little more things in the community and really have some fun with it with the donors. But you know, you just have to frame it in a different way and talk about how wonderful your student athletes are. And I know basketball programs have wonderful student athletes here.
It's a unique situation because your first year is the first year in the A-10. Is
Yeah.
it that much more appealing of a job because you get to start fresh?
It is, and no knock on the CAA by any stretch of the imagination, but this job became more appealing the day that the university announced that we're going to Atlantic 10, because it is a chance to be a national player at a high level. I think people in the Richmond area will be really, really excited when they see the level of basketball in the Atlantic 10, because it's real good basketball, and there's a lot of good coaches in that league, and there's a lot of good student athletes in that league. So I think people are going to be excited, and they're going to be even more excited when we win.